The 2008 Chevy Colorado. I've already disconnected the battery, otherwise I'd show you what I'm trying to fix here. Is the airbag light has been on the dash and the horn does not work. My research suggests that it is this little clip in here. I'll show you what it is. I got the part over here. Is affecting both of them. So what I'm told to do is disconnect the battery and give it 30 minutes. Another place suggested taking out your fuse here, which is going to be that one right there, and that's for your horn, or sorry, for your airbag. Because if you have the battery hooked up and you disconnect it, you could pop your airbag, and then that's another part you got to fix. So yeah, that's a real important piece of information. So to get this off, I've already done it, but I want to show you. I use this little tiny, it's like a little driver. Some people say use a flathead, but it doesn't quite grab onto it very well. So I use this here and it's worked a lot better. And let me just get set up here and I'll show you what I'm trying to, or what I did here. So now that I've already got it off, I'm going to show you what you're trying to do. So this thing's got four little, what do you call those? Little tabs here that are stuck inside here. And what you have to do is you got, if you look for the back side here, you got a hole on each side of your steering wheel. And what you're trying to do is you shove it through the hole. Let's see, shove it through the hole and you hit that little clip there. See that? And it pushes that thing over and allows you to pull it out. It unclips from right here and allows you to get two out on one side. Then I just took a little scale and kept it from falling back in while I did the other side. Then you come around to the hole on the other side, right here, and you push that same tab to let go of that, to top and bottom. Then after that, then you can pull your airbag out, and you can see that my horn doesn't work. And what it is, it's the contact points are bad, and it's what they call it, the clock dial or clock. This guy's bad. So I have purchased another one here. So this looks correct to me. There's my new turn signal. And that goes right in there. So I have to take the steering wheel off, and I'm going to figure it out as I go here. So all these little clips here, I'm going to start with the airbag. Right here, these two guys, and then this guy, so I can get the airbag completely out of the way. Then it looks like my steering wheel nut comes off next. So what I'm going to do is try to set up my camera some way to where I can show you while I'm doing it. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, so this guy, it just pulled right out of there. Now these guys, you need to pinch this together and pull it out. Probably need some, I don't know, some needle nose or something. Oh, nice and easy. Okay, there's my airbag. That's the airbag right there. Put this out the way for a little while. Next, I need to take that fella off. And there's probably more. But go ahead and find the right socket for that. I'll be right back. Okay, I happen to have my impact here. Here goes nothing. Is that it? Sure enough. Okay. Put that aside. Now I know I need to take this thing off. I believe it was some T30s. They're actually T25s. I went ahead and sped it up for you so you didn't have to sit there and watch me struggle with it. The T25 bit for those, there's 3 of them at the bottom. Once I got those 3 out, then it was getting that steering wheel column plastic cover off. And it's kind of a bitch, but I didn't feel like you needed to see it all, so I just went ahead and sped it up. Okay, so I took those 3 screws off, and then these I just kind of snapped them out of the way because they're in the way. Because it looks like I have to pull off these 2 wire harnesses on this guy, and they're going to be underneath the dash, and I hate climbing underneath the dash, but okay. So for this guy, this big plug, there's a little blue bar. You have to basically grab it and pull it down. It's like a swing bar that locks this thing in. Once you pull that swing bar down out of the way and it's down, this guy comes right out. Now with this one, it's a pain in the butt. If you look under your dash in there, I've already got it free, but you plug this plug in to the plug that's in there, and then after it's plugged in, then you shove this orange guy right in behind it in that little slot right there, and that locks it in. So you won't be able to pull this thing out until you pull this orange plug out first, and you can just pull it straight out. It just comes right out. Then after you pull that straight out and you got your hands on this plug, I actually came from the side here, this little access panel, with a long flathead screwdriver right here. You can kind of see where it sits back in there, maybe. I pushed that flathead screwdriver as I was laying down there. I put the flathead screwdriver up against that little tab, pushed it, and then pulled the plug out at the same time. I had to lay on my back here with my head up underneath there to get that done, but that's the best way I found to do it, other than taking the whole entire dash apart. So, okay, so there's two more plugs. This little guy is all the way over on this side in the back, right back in there, if you can see, right here. And had two very inconveniently placed zip ties. Here's one of them, holding that thing down. I couldn't figure out why it wouldn't let go. And then we had this little guy right here too. So I got that guy out. That's going to be your, let's see, your green one, right? Anyway, here's the old one. Got the old one out. Yeah, so the green one goes right there. I'm going to try to plug all these in as I go here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. This is the part of the video where I wanted you to see me struggling just a little bit, not too much of it because there was a little while of struggling, but that black wire's got to go over the steering column like I'm doing right there, fishing it over, and then on the top of your screen, that little black slot plug, it goes right in there and clips in. That's important. And then after that, you will see, there it goes, now it's in. Oh, nope, now it's in. So after that, it's this guy I wanted to see you struggling to get this thing in. It is difficult to plug in there. Once it's in there, then you shove that little orange backer plug in behind it to make sure it doesn't come out. The whole deal was a pain in the butt because I'm a pretty big guy, like I said, and it's hard to get my big old body up underneath that small little cab and shove those plugs in, but it is important for you to see. I also wanted to step in and say, if you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. I'm really trying to build my channel up here. I'm having a tough time. YouTube doesn't seem to really like me very much. But I do this kind of content often, whether it's with my vehicles or on homes. Anyway, so yeah, please like and subscribe if you like the video. Appreciate it. I figured I'd chime in right here and tell you that the whole job, taking everything apart, putting it back together, took me about an hour, but there's a lot of speeding up so you just don't really see it. Anyway, enjoy. Looks like these three right here. 1, 2, and the bottom one, 3. Right there. And I gotta get my phone. And we'll see what's after that. Okay, so I got these two already here. And it wasn't as bad putting this thing back in as I thought. It was okay. On to the last one here. I'm gonna go ahead and put the steering wheel back on. I think that's what's next. Okay, that feels tight. I think I'm done with that T25 now. Putting the steering wheel back on looks like it's relatively straightforward, but there's a little plastic clip down the bottom of the clock spring that I didn't happen to notice, and it snapped off. And my old one didn't have it either, so I don't know how important it was, but it seems to be working just fine. So this goes just like that. And we've got pink and brown, looks like. So I'm gonna say the pink goes to pink and brown goes to white, I think. Then just shove this back in, and that's that. Now let's go plug the battery back in and see if I did it right. See if my horn goes off, or my airbag, I mean. Here goes nothing. Let's start her up, see if anything blows up. Turn that off. Put the seatbelt on. All right, look at that. The airbag light's off. Yeah, we got our horn back. Yeah, buddy. All right, next, I'm gonna deal with that flashing thing. It's gonna be a TikTok shop purchase. Well, I appreciate you watching my video. Hopefully it helps you with your 2008 Chevy Colorado horn and your airbag light. Listen, if you don't mind, please like and subscribe. It really helps people like me out, as you wouldn't even imagine. All right, thanks for watching. Have a great day.